is Bella Talks, where we talk about fitness, fashion, finance, and life. And I am your host, K Bella. And I have on the show, it was like pulling teeth trying to get him on the show, y'all. I mean, I know he like our next Fort Myers Spike Lee. He has 2 books out. It's hard to get in contact with him. He has an organization. He does a lot of things, y'all. And I'm just so honored to have Mr. Jermaine Church on the show.
I'm so fake important.
Oh my God, you is important. Like, you got 2 movies out. You got to have another one coming out. You got 2 books. Like,
Third book.
You got a 3rd book coming out. You got an organization, Kids Way. It's like you got a lot of stuff going on. And you got like the rental car business.
Beautiful.
All that.
Beautiful.
I mean, I'm going to let you tell us about yourself, Jermaine.
All right, so hi, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bella Talks, the co-host, Jermaine, taking over.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm Jermaine Church, man. Born and raised Fort Myers, Florida. Bounced around all the communities in the city, and I'm a striving entrepreneur trying to make some changes in my life, kids' life, and people around me lives. And I dib and dab with multiple different things that involves the community. So, that's who I am.
So what made you start with all the things you do? First of all, I wanted to know how you started with the organization with Kids Way. Like, what made you start that?
What happened with Kids Way, around 2000, between 2014, 2015, and 16, like, the teenagers just got into a uproar with the violence, and the murders, and it was a need because all the kids seeing lately on the news was, shootings. They losing their brothers, they bigger brothers, they losing their bigger cousins, and I had an idea I reached out to a couple people in the community and was like, let's do an event. Let's all rent some bounce houses and just have some fun at the Stars Complex one day. So when I introduced that idea to my sister Shalonda, my oldest sister, and she was like, "But bro, why don't you just make it a business?"
I'm like, wow.
I don't want to make it no business. So I threw a status out on Facebook, and a young lady, Jacqueline Black, inboxed me. She was like, "I can help you turn that into a nonprofit organization." I'm like, "Huh?" She was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Wow.
And that's how it started. She told me, she said, "Just give me the name you want to use and everything, and I'll do everything else for you."
Wow.
She created the nonprofit organization for me, and I went to the Stars Complex to Mr. Keith. I pitched him what I wanted to do, and we started doing events.
Great.
That's
how kids
amazing.
That's amazing.
It's always like something that comes out of nothing. Like, you just start something and then boom, like people see it and they be like, okay, well, we can make it even bigger. So that's like what's up.
You know what it is? Like, a lot of people say don't pitch your ideas because people will steal it.
Yeah.
But end of the day, if I never put that status up,
nobody
never
would
happened.
know.
Right. So whether what's meant for you is meant for you.
Exactly.
If somebody would have ran with it, it would have still been good because it's still doing for the community.
Exactly.
It just so happened that, my sister Shalonda was like, "Bro, just turn it into a business." And then Jacqueline Black, she inboxed me.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I can help you with this. Oh, you can do this. Oh, you can do that." And I'm like, "All right, let's do it."
That's wonderful.
And that was back in 2016.
And it's still going strong now.
Yes, ma'am. Since COVID, I haven't been able to put together because I got more busy with real life. So I haven't been life be life.
Okay.
So I've had opportunities and I did and dab to bring the events back together, but I never fully. We got to put a team together.
Yeah.
But 2024 is all gonna be changing.
Okay.
But and that's what started everything with Kids Way.
Wow. Kids Way.
Kids
Way. That's beautiful.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to know a little bit about how you got into filmmaking and writing books.
What happened was, I was incarcerated, and when you're incarcerated, you're lonely.
Okay.
I ended up being behind the steel door. I think I did like 90 days behind the steel door, and I was thinking violence, violence leads to writing paper.
Okay.
At the time, I was a thriving rapper. Not trying to be a rapper, but Fort Myers. We gonna try anything.
Right.
Okay.
So I was in a little rapper phase, and the rapping looked like a movie. So I started writing a book called Click Clap Bang. It was a street book based out of Fort Myers. And in the middle of me writing Click Clap Bang, I started thinking nasty because, like I said, I'm incarcerated.
Okay.
So I'm thinking nasty. I started writing on another pad, and then Sexaholics ended up forming.
Thinking nasty.
So in 2.5 days, in 2.5 days, I simultaneously wrote 2 different books.
Wow.
Click Clap Bang and Sexaholics.
Wow.
And I sat on them till I got out. When I got out, I was sitting on them, and I did something else. I put up a status and was like, I would really like to publish my books. Rochelle Ford inboxed me. Hey, I'll publish. Let me publish your book for you. That's how Click Clap Bang got published and put on Amazon.
Ain't that something?
What? You just find everybody. It's almost like you just put a post out and people be like, I want to help. That's crazy.
You just needed that time. You got it in you, but you was doing something that wasn't directing you to what you already had in you, what God put in you. So he took you out of that
environment.
Changed me.
Yeah.
Put you in an environment where you could sit down, wait, and listen.
And I ain't looked back ever since.
Right.
So we did Click Clap Bang, and we hadn't touched Sexaholics yet.
Okay.
So in between that, I was a promoter. I started promoting in the city.
Yeah.
And we had like 4 days a week promotion, so it kept me busy. And then Judah Williams was connected with someone. He was doing a reality show with, and he introduced me to her. And she does books too. So that's who grabbed Sexaholics. She got Sexaholics published for me. Then I was sitting like, you know what? I want to do a movie now.
No.
So I'm in the set with the first person in the set with me, Judah, Rothstein, and 239 Turk. We sat in this house, and it's like 2013. We was trying to come up with what type of movies to do, and we couldn't come up with no type of movie. Wow. We doubled back after the book came out, and I sat with Turk again. I was like, man, we got to do a movie.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, you got a book. Just turn one of your books to a movie.
Ain't that something?
So I was like, you know what? Let's do Sexaholics first because the name sells itself.
Exactly. You know that's going to sell.
So, boom, Sexaholics coming to play. I turned Sexaholics into a movie, and now it's like, you know what? The movie is where I want to be at.
Okay.
And it's not really for a monetary gain. I would love to have monetary gain, but it's about opening more doors for Fort Myers because we have so much talent down here that we don't.
Exactly.
So much.
I really hate it because we don't. This is not an area for that type of. This is an area for sports.
Yeah.
Or rapping.
Or rappers. This is not an area for that type of entertainment.
Yeah.
So as I'm in this field, it's hard to feed off of anybody. It's hard to go anybody. I have to go to different cities or states to get even acknowledgement on what to do next because what I'm finding myself at now is I'm a great creator, but I lack the business sense of what to do next. And that's on promotion, on who to reach out to, where to put this and that. You know, we know, okay, we can throw it on the platforms. I know one thing for sure, Fort Myers is gonna back up anything I do. But after Fort Myers, what now?
Right.
Okay, Fort Myers and got burnt out. What to do now?
Right.
So we get stuck on that. And that's what happened with Sexaholics. Had some missing bumps with a couple things I need to get myself more business affiliated with. And then 239 Turk reached back out to me after Sexaholics and like, bro, I got an idea for a movie, but I don't know how to put it together. He had it in his head. He just didn't know how to put it together. He said, bro, you'll take over the movie for me and write it for me. He sent it to me. It's 3 acts. I had act 1 and 2 written in one day. The whole movie. I had to stop because I'm like, man, this is too fast to just do a movie. But once he sent it to me, I was like, bro, boom, boom, boom. I'm finna put this together. I'm finna put that with this. I'm finna put this. This person gonna kill that person. That person gonna have that person. Boom, 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 boom. I sent it back to him. It was one day. He's like, oh my God, bro, you just did all this? I'm like, yeah. And boom, we shot in front of the phone.
Wow.
And I'm telling y'all, it was a very good movie. It was like big time.
His visuals, like for him to be low key independent.
Right.
You know, they call them low budget films.
Right.
You could put his films, his quality, Netflix. He has better quality than most movies on Netflix.
Okay. Yes.
So
was
it's like
really
it's
good.
dope. And then with me bringing all the interest into the storylines from what he gave me, he had the characters' names and stuff. I added a couple characters' names, but from what he had and me turning it into a good film and his visuals and editing and stuff, it just made the movie.
Wow.
Like legit, some of the
Wow.
places that they filmed at, like I know where they're at, but the way he made them look, it looked like it wasn't in Fort Myers.
Yeah.
His visuals.
It was
dope.
like so dope. So I think you're gonna change the narrative in Fort Myers. Like you said, a lot of people don't support that, but I think they're seeing you do it and they're seeing it actually come to fruition that people are going to be like,
because
this
like
can
you
happen.
said, there's a lot of talent.
It's a lot
And-
and it's just need people like you
It's
to
hidden
get that talent out there.
You're making the way for them to come
Right.
out. Come out.
Because at first, I apologize. I did years of stand-up comedy. So
Okay.
I was
I
a
forgot about
comedian.
that.
Then, girls basketball coach
it's so
for
much.
9 years. Like I was
Okay.
doing a lot while in the midst of all of this. So the movies is where I want to be. My end game is I want to have a kids' way entertainment facility where we are teaching the younger kids how to come in and act, write scripts, photography, videography, and so that's my end game one day. Speaking into existence, but it's fun because majority of everybody in the movies are their first timers. They just wanted to come act. Everybody dream, I think, wanted to be in a movie growing up. So it's like we're making those dreams come true.
Yes.
We're just lacking the what after we conquer Fort Myers or Southwest Florida, how we get it in the hands to where it's gonna make people want to come here or make people want to invest more. So we just gotta keep going.
They will come.
Yeah. So that's
It's
what
giving
a start.
It's
a
giving
start.
Tyler Perry vibes.
That's what I was finna say.
It gives Tyler
I mean, you
Perry
see the
vibes.
growth
just
from one.
gonna say.
The good thing about it is when you look at the first movie, Sexaholics, and then Friend or Foe, you see the whole difference in everything, just with quality and actors is actors. They all play the good.
Right.
We
did.
We did
I
it to the
seen
point,
both, and they did great.
We did it to the point where how I wrote the characters, like the person that came in to audition for that was that part was meant for them. That's how easy we made it. Almost to where it looked like it was improv instead of dialogue, and that's a good thing.
Wow.
So we still pushing.
Wow.
It's fun, especially behind the scenes.
What you say?
It's real fun.
It's what?
Fun.
Okay.
It ain't got nothing to do with we ain't make no money yet, but it's
but it's fun.
It's fun.
All right. That's how you start out. See, you start out with something that you enjoy doing.
Yep.
Okay. And once you get to that point where you enjoy doing, it's not about the money. The money helps. It does help, But once you get into that part where you say it was fun and all other stuff start opening up. All other doors start opening up. It's happening.
So what motivates you to keep pushing and doing this?
Really just being I'm able to be my own boss in my creation, and in today's world that really counts because the more I can create and try to find avenues of revenue, the more I can pull away from a 9-to-5 job to where I'm working to make somebody else money.
Right.
And it's really just the love of networking, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I love networking. I love doing stuff with people because we feed off each other.
Right.
And when you feed off each other, it's nothing. Sky's the limit what you can create.
Exactly. So what are we going to be planning to see from you in the future?
Even though I didn't put myself, I was in Sexaholics. I gave myself a small role. I didn't put myself in Friend or Foe at all. I think in the near future, even with the new book coming out, Deep Submission, and I'm writing a short film for that also. But with the next movie, I'm gonna put myself in the role more because I am naturally also an actor. So in the near future, I'm
Am I gonna be in the next movie?
You gonna audition? Ain't no freebies. You gotta audition. Yeah, you gotta nail it too.
Which one is that? The Deep Submission?
You gonna be a Deep Submission?
Oh no, she's not a submitter.
But
Real talk.
I would. If back to your question. Back to your question. I want to touch bases with everything I got going on. I want to bring back. I got away from coaching. My daughters got older, so I got away from coaching. I want to come back to coaching next year. Start back with the younger kids. Lord willing, the book, Deep Submission, will be out. Hopefully, the book and the movie, if I'm real cool enough to get that done. Just growing more with the rental car company and just back networking. Getting back out here, like you said, it was hard for me to. I do be fake busy, but just getting back networking like this, like I like podcasts. Podcasts is the new wave, and it's cool that it's coming over here and vibe. I be busy, but it's like fake busy. Like, dang, I could take that hour off, but I don't take that hour off because I'm also self-teaching myself business credit and stuff off of YouTube and stuff. Okay. So I sit in front.
So you go to YouTube University?
Yeah, I sit in front of. I got 2 screens at home. I sit in front and listen and write and listen, write and apply and just trying to find ways to get some money.
So how did you start the rental car? Like, what made you want to do that?
I was working at the car dealer.
Kind of.
Well, what happened was my manager at the car dealership. He always trying to find a way to get him some money, and he had a couple cars, and the Turo started being popular.
Right.
So he tried Turo and to make a couple dollars, but I'm seeing how much Turo's charging versus how much he's bringing home.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, I'm popular. You don't need Turo. Just let me throw out that I got some cars for rent. And that's how it started. He had like 8 cars at the time.
Wow.
I told him take the cars off Turo. I had all 8 of his cars rented out. So now he's months in making money off his cars, and he told me, he said, bro, I'm gonna let you get your auction license under my dealership. I signed up, got my auction license, got my first vehicle, and I threw it out there. And now I'm 6 vehicles in the rental car business, and that's what started it.
If anybody needs to get in contact with you, especially while you doing movies and all this stuff, if they are looking to be a part of your movie, or they just want to get in contact with you for a Kids Way, or to get a rental car, let them know how to get in contact with you.
But on my Facebook, Jermaine Church, me on. I do have a Kids Way Facebook page also that's connected to Jermaine Church. I'm in the midst of working on my own website, but Facebook is a big platform for to reach out to me on. On Instagram, I have what is it? Main event backup page.
Jermaine. You got like 2 pages.
Because they took my other page. So main event, the creator.
Yeah.
You can get.
Why they keep
Instagram.
taking your pages?
Because when I was doing the little character, June,
yeah.
like it kept hitting me. Like I kept getting spam, and they taking my monetization. So it's like I'm gonna start another page.
So what was June doing?
I don't know. He was just June. He was June. But main event, the creator on Instagram. You can reach me on TikTok, main event 239. I'm on all platforms. You type in Jermaine Church, you'll find me. My phone numbers are on there. VIA text message. I really don't like talking on the phone. Always busy, fake busy.
Yeah, you always fake busy. But anyways, I will have all of his tags on the bottom of the screen. So if you want to hit him up, it will be on the screen for you to be able to reach out to him. Now we're coming to the end of this interview, and I just want to say that I appreciate you coming, because you know you like me. Fake busy and all of that. But if you had anything to say to little Jermaine, what would it be?
You know what? I really don't have nothing to say to him, because I don't think I would have been in this position had I been doing anything different before. Something I can say to Lil Jermaine is
you went through what you went through to get where you at.
Exactly. Because had I never sat down to have the mental to write books, I probably wouldn't have been in this field.
Everything worked out for us good.
So it's hard to. I don't reminisce on the back, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. I would have never sat down and wrote 2 books simultaneously at that.
Exactly.
To even jump from book to movie.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. I love it. So do you have any words for Bella Talks?
Yes, I do. First of all, I love that you sticking to your guns with the Bella talk.
Yeah, cause y'all,
Yes,
yeah.
and also with the crazy closets.
Crazy
clothing
Closet
line.
kind of died down. We got the 2024. She'll be back.
She'll be back. You're super creative. I think you don't give yourself enough from your designing. I think it's so much you can add to the community yourself with the way you create and as a fashionist. So I think you should stick more with that. With Bella Talks, I definitely think you should expand your, you can change around sceneries, adding backdrops, green screens, just to play with more, to see what's more comfortable, just to add that more look to social media, because that's the world's getting crazy on social media.
I know.
And it's just something
all
that
about
I want to work
aesthetics.
on. Yeah, so it's like having just imagine us sitting right here, but the background, we're sitting in the middle of the desert or something. That's catchy when people look at it. So, and you're building Bella Talks up good. I see you. I have been watching. You have a different variety of people coming on. Just stick to it. Keep being witty and keep pushing.
I appreciate you. Aww.
I'm glad I was able to make it. As you can see, I almost didn't make this.
Listen, this was 3 invites in, and he finally made it.
And
so I'm gonna make it do what
ago.
it. Yeah, 2 hours ago. So I'm gonna make it do what it do. But you got here, and at the end of the day, that's all. Life be lifing. So I appreciate you taking time out from your fake busy.
But your mama asked a question you never answered.
Okay.
Are you gonna audition for Deep Submission?
I am your host, K Bella.
Can you give us a little?
I'm going to audition.
What it's about?
What it's about? You want to read what Deep Submission is about?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you read the synopsis.
All right. So this is the synopsis of Deep Submission. After moving into a suburban community with a dark history, Natalia becomes haunted by vivid erotic dreams influenced by tales of its previous owner, a sadistic predator from the 80s, as the line between her fantasies and realities blur. There's blurred lines, y'all. She confronts the chilling presence of the condo's tormented past and culminating.
I googled that word.
Okay, because I'm like, what? Culminating in an afflicted encounter with a ghostly, scared figure. So basically, she's in this house that was haunted, and she's getting tormented by ghosts that won't leave the house. So it's giving very much Carol Ann and Poltergeist.
But
so is the house going to disappear?
It's more of in a erotic fashion in her dreams. So she's living in two worlds: erotic world in her dreams, and then reality. So I'm playing.
Is she kind of making out with some?
Yes, I read the script.
Wow.
So it's something new. I'm trying to get away from just urban films.
Yes.
So I'm trying to hit where I can submit these into the film festivals and get over there with the Caucasian.
I mean, it will get. I think that'll work because that's kind of like mainstream and it touches over there.
And then the title is catchy, Deep Submission. So
yes. Mm-hmm.
I might audition. From what I heard, from what I read, I think I'm gonna audition for the librarian.
Oh, that's the Buddha part.
Gotta start somewhere.
That's true.
But I was supposed to be in Sexaholics, but we're not gonna even talk about that. We're not talking about that.
You were ready to be in Sexaholics. Sexaholics is different. I really love Sexaholics. I shot Sexaholics twice, so that's why I really love. That's my baby. We had to shoot it twice.
Okay.
So the cast members came out a second time and did it all over again. It was just as fun as it was the first time.
Wow.
It's the uplifting. This one in the back scenes when you cut and you got all the characters, they pushing. Come on, you gotta do that better. Oh, girl, you can be finer than that. It's like little stuff like that.
You can be finer than that.
Cause it's just girl, you gotta be more sexy. You gotta be more nasty. Like little stuff like that.
Have you ever thought of a stage play?
I did, but I don't think we're in the era of stage plays. I think, in my opinion anyway, as Tyler Perry maxed that out. If you can't beat Tyler Perry out,
Well, we're not trying to beat them. We're just trying to
Start
bring more
something
stuff.
here.
Yeah, bring more stuff.
Cause
to-
you know
to
they
Fort
got that
Myers.
color purple at the what's the thing on Second Street? I forgot
oh
what
yeah, I
it's
know.
called.
I'm in the
So
solid
it's
days when they
like,
did it, but
you
I think
can-
when it comes down to that, I have to first of all a budget to make sure you're able to pay all the cast when you're doing
Right.
live shows versus them, coming on a movie for no monetary gain for the first movies. It's a difference.
Okay.
If I was to get those
Okay.
same people to try to do a play with, I'm gonna have to pay for their time.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
we're talking endless hours
Yeah,
of making
okay.
sure they don't mess up
Right.
Yeah.
on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what why I never really looked into it. Now if I'm able to in the future build the revenue to where we can try something like that, I would do it with kids before I do it with adults. I'll come up with some type of teenagers just to bring them in something else other than sports or rapping.
Yes. That sounds good.
Because
I
that's
like
where
it.
we needed at.
Yes.
Yeah. I like
Exactly.
it. So this is the end of our interview, and I appreciate you for coming. This is Jermaine
What
Church,
y'all girls be doing?
the neighborhood, the neighborhood Spike Lee. I'm your host, Kay Bella, and this is Bella Talk.
Grrr.